Hello, hello. It's taking a minute today to sort itself out. Welcome to Thursday. We have the Venus conjunct Mars today in Aquarius. So get ready to fly your freak flag and love it. Don't be afraid to be your unique self at this time. It is crucial that we are all acting as ourselves because there is no one like us on earth. We're it and we attract our own tribe. So I hope that you are confident in who you are today. Yay. All right. So good morning. I can see that I've got yay, freak flags up. Woo! Hey Megs, Alicia. Oh, so good. Hugs to both of you. Amazing. All right. So we now have the moon in Leo. Good morning, Susan. How are you? I don't know about you guys, but it is hot. It is just so muggy. The bugs are out with force. It was just like uncomfortable. And I don't know, I can't really say today's going to be uncomfortable. But we do have the moon in Leo now, so fresh in Leo. And so our confidence is up. But like I was saying, at 2 p.m. today, well, I wasn't saying, but today is the conjunction. So at 2 p.m. today, we have the Sun and Mars. They're kissing. They're exactly in the same spot. And, Aquarius is, it is very concerned with the well-being of others. All right. That is a beautiful way to put it. I often say that they're emotionally detached from the immediate nature of a problem. All right, they're concerned with the outcome. It's not that they don't have emotional feelings, it's just that they are very aware that emotions can just make things tricky. So they look at the bigger picture and go, well, even if I do feel this, I know that this is going to benefit everyone because Aquarius is still ruled by Saturn. All right, excellent. Good stuff, Jay. Good morning, Kath. So now, in the words I wrote, that today could start with passion. We do have the opposition at 2 p.m. and then later on in the evening we have a square to Jupiter. So if get stuff done in the morning, all right? Because I mean it is only 2 degrees apart, all right? They're at, sorry, I will reword that. They are at exactly the same degree right now, so they're in the same mindset, all right? It could be a great day for you to collaborate and be on the same page with someone, especially if you have a project that has a big reach. All right. That could look like getting out into the community, speaking with your tribe, lining something up. I don't know, I'm just getting words now. But so that 2 p.m., just remember though, it is an opposition, all right? So the sun, or the moon in this case, is shining its light on what Mars and Venus are communicating against, what they're communicating while they're in the same space. So the emotion, Leo is all about being up on stage, being seen, being the center of attention, having your message heard, while Venus and Mars are in the community going, what does everybody else need? So there may be a little bit of conflict with potentially someone wanting to be the leader when they're saying it's not about leadership, it's about listening to everybody. I just found it interesting that the Woolies boss had this very public meltdown because the community are like, dude, you are price gouging. You are making it impossible for the people to live comfortably. They're proving that their methods of monopoly it's not sustainable and people are fighting back. Although they've got everybody over a barrel because they have got rid of the little man and they have, they've been treating their farmers and their producers very badly for a long time. So this Aquarius stuff is like people going, no, you can't keep doing this. So his public meltdown and thus his resignation from Woolworths, it's a really good indicator of sort of what's going on in society. So all right, now So there could be some irritable natures around that 2 o'clock mark because they're like, stop taking all the attention, Leo moon. You need to be focused on what's good down here and out here. All right. Now that square to Jupiter could also have us needing to calm down a little bit. You know, we might want to spread our energy a little bit too uh, we might not have the energy to have the party, if that makes sense. Good morning, Abby. How are you? So yeah, there's that one. So just keep in your own lane and just keep doing what you're doing. All right. So hence my opening statement was, keep your authentic nature, hold it close to your heart. All right. It's okay for you to be exactly who you are. All right. You will get the support you need. It's okay for you to blend in with the crowd. It's okay for you to have a different trajectory or lane than anybody else. That is fine. You are allowed to be a freak flag flying individual. Because that's what we here are. We are all individuals with unique natures, unique talents, that's what we want to, oh my God, I've lost my words today. Bloody Pisces sun. We want to grow, school, learn, manifest. Still not the right word that I was trying to think of. Oh, no, it's right there and I can't think of it. Anyway, so, and in that topic, oh my God, I don't know about any of you, but who is struggling with the Pisces sun, right? So now that the sun is in Pisces, the boundaries are gone, all right? We're in this nebulous nature. Evolve, yeah. It's well, the word I was trying to find was when you have children and you nurture and grow their individual natures. All right, but yes, exactly, Kath. We are all evolving. So yes. Thank you for that. So yeah, this sun in Pisces, all right. The other day I was talking about, how with Jupiter and Taurus, we're getting practical spiritual growth and, tangible results, and grounded intuitive guidance. And I'm like, I can't find my words. My thoughts are escaping me so rapidly, like you just saw. Ah, lazy bones and brain farts. So yeah, I'm like, I got a word, it's right here and I can't get it out of my mouth. Oh, yeah, that's another one. Pisces emotions, because we're drowning in them. All right. And there is no boundaries, so this could be a good thing for you, Abby, to just put yourself in a safe space to allow all the backlog, all of the dammed up emotions. We've gone from a very stoic nature of Aquarius to, keep those emotions in check, to Pisces, where you're letting the rapids flow now. So, if this is the case for yourself, not just Abby, find a safe space and allow the emotion out. All right. Because, I mean, the opposition to Pluto is past now. That was at 2:30 this morning, but it did bring up stuff, whether it was unconsciously or deliberately, because the Mars Venus, you've come to a loggerheads with people maybe, or Mars and Venus are like facing off. They don't necessarily have to be kissing in this. They could be like ready to punch on. They're going toe to toe. So I mean, however it plays out for you, all right, the fact is the energy is there. I mean, in a perfect world, oh my God, if it was in Cancer, but then Mars wouldn't like Cancer. If it was in Libra, well, Mars wouldn't like Libra either. Like there's always going to be some sort of, is there a perfect place for it? Maybe Leo. If it was in Aries, then Venus would be feisty. If it was in Scorpio, they wouldn't get out of bed. So anyway, however this is playing out for you in your chart, this is how you're going to be feeling it. But the fact is, I mean, it could be really good for allowing unsaid things to come out because you're like, these are the facts. But anyway, that's at 2 p.m. Sorry, the Venus and Mars conjunction is exact at 5:30 p.m. The opposition to the moon is at 2 p.m. So You know, maybe the moon in that full moon. Good morning, Kathy. Maybe that full moon effect of the opposition to Mars Venus is going to open the floodgates for when Venus and Mars actually do embrace, you know. So that 5:30 p.m., I mean, you know, you could start talking about something and then maybe you reach some sort of understanding and then, but then we do have that Moon Jupiter square at 8:30 p.m. So it might just get a little bit much and you're like, okay, I've had enough now. I gotta go to bed. All right, so what else for today? That's pretty much it, you know. Mercury is going to. Okay, so sorry, that is not it. All right, I will backtrack. All right, so we do have this Mercury coming up to conjunct the Sun in Pisces in a couple of days. All right, so just keep remembering that Mercury is still thinking out there while the Sun is like in here. All right, so we could still be getting flashes of unusual or brilliance coming into our mind. And then we're like, how do we incorporate this? How do we make this part of ourself? All right. Now, also, the Sun coming up to conjunct Saturn, you know, and this full moon in Virgo. Man, you need to be getting responsible for yourself in life. All right. So you could be coming up to some really hard realizations. Saturn does not mince his words. He is like, this is the fact. This is real. What are you going to do about it? You need to put in effort, you know. And then we know with Saturn you get rewards for the effort that you put in, but the fact is you could be very much having some sort of physical malady, like, you know, the Sun in Pisces is a very unusual medical diagnosis. Again, the Virgo full moon is, are you looking at your diet? You know, maybe you're like, maybe you're finally seeing signs and symptoms as a direct correlation to something dietary or something that, good morning, Sally, you know, just that hard realization that I need to change my diet or I need to do exercise because it's Virgo. Not just because I'm always going to push diet and exercise, but because, you know, this is Virgo and she is not going to mince her words, just like Saturn. So, you know, that Saturn conjunction is still, was it 5 or 7 days away? Hang on, let me have a look. There was something really interesting. Hang on, I just have a, sorry, just have to forgive me for a second. All right, so the Sun Saturn is 6 days away. All right, so on Friday, Mercury is going to move into Pisces. So we start to get that on intuitive nature happening. And then I think it might be the following Wednesday. Yeah, Thursday the 29th, we have the Sun Saturn exactly conjunct. So, buried period plans, worst I've had for ages. Oh no. I mean, that could be the you know, the Mars Venus, it could be the Pisces, it could be, you know what? There are some pretty heavy stars right now. So, full moon bleed, you know, like even that. I'm way past the new moon. I'm so late right now. So I'm so all over the place. And I don't know how many of you still go by the cycles of the moon. But coming up to this Virgo full moon, you know, your body is screaming at you in so many ways. And Saturn is telling you to take responsibility for your own health and well-being. All right. So yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, lucky Abby is a healthcare practitioner, Jay, so I'm sure she's very much on top of what she's got there. So um that's about it, guys. I'll draw a card to finalize this. Yeah, so just keep an eye out for that 2 o'clock, 5:30 and 8 o'clock. So yeah, you know, there is this, again, the emotional detachment because we're looking at the bigger picture. And that's good for the taking of responsibility because you're like, all right, regardless of how I feel, think or act, it's about you and what you're doing. So, oh, this one. Oh, the moon. All right. So, yeah, and even find that intuitive connection. No, don't be sorry to ask at all. You know, there's a lot of strong stuff happening, Abby. So, feel into that intuitive nature. Like I was saying with the sun in Pisces, be careful not to drown in this. I have a Pisces rising, so you know my ascendant is being activated. I am all boundaryless, losing my words, struggling to find structure in my day. You know, I'm having to write myself really, really full on notes to remind myself not to lose the nebulous nature. I found myself staring out the window yesterday, and I was like, I haven't done that for ages. I used to get stuck in stares a lot. Like in my sort of 30s, I would just find myself very vague. I don't do it as much now, but yeah, I found myself doing that yesterday. So just be aware of your emotions and all of the things that are happening and try not to drown in them. So yeah, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? So I'm sure there's a lot of other things that is associated with, and all of you, lots of you know the tarot anyway, so I don't need to add all those extra bits. But yeah, so just heads up, and tomorrow Mercury moves into Pisces, so we're going to have Mercury at that 29th degree of Aquarius. So pens and papers ready, because that is when you're going to find all of these unusual, cool and brilliant ideas coming into you. So jot them down, because they are quite fast. And the nebulousness, I'll remember that. You probably won't. So write stuff down. Tomorrow is a little bit more, uh, it's positive, but it could still be just as confronting. So, you know, we've been doing a lot with wounds and moving forward. Tomorrow we sort of revisit that. All right. So it's that whole, yay, I've done it. Did I do it all? Are there any loose ends to tie up? So yeah. Anyway, that's me, guys. Mwah. Much love to you. I am around today up until about 2 if anybody wants to reach out. So take care, and I will see you tomorrow.